Investing in the markets is one of the best things you should do with your money. It's never been a better time to start if you haven't already, or continue if you took a pause. I will show you in this video the top 10 reasons why you should put your hard-earned money in the markets and make it work for you. Hi there, I'm Jaime Shekaiben. Welcome to your channel, The Foreigner in America. This is a personal finance channel where I teach locals and foreigners how to manage money and invest. The stock market has always been a great place for you to invest for long-term gains. There are many ways you can invest your money today and still make money, such as real estate, lending, buying and selling, starting a business, etc. Just to mention a few. But I will show you in this video the top 10 reasons why you should invest in the market in this moment, and I will compare each one of them to my favorite investment, which is real estate. Before I start, please hit the like button to help grow my channel. Reason number one, invest the money to compound. When you invest your money right, it will grow at an average of 7 to 8% in the next 20 to 40 years. Think about it as a long-term project. Imagine yourself, you want a big tree in your backyard. So how long would it take you to have a tree? It's not 1 year or 5 years. It's more like a 20-year project. But if you don't take the time to actually buy the right seed, prepare the soil, control pests, and water it every single day, you will never have one. Unless you inherit a tree from someone else, if you know what I mean. If you're a saver and you consistently put 20% of your income aside, and you put that money in a checking account, you are gonna freeze your money.
But Jaime, what do you mean freeze your money? It's better to put it in the bank than to put it in a can in my house.
Yes. I don't want you to put money in a can. I would prefer you to put it in the bank because it's safer and no one will steal from it. Just imagine this situation, $10,000 a year in savings for 30 years. That's $300,000 in savings in a savings account. You put that same money in the markets and it will grow, it will compound to $1 million in 30 years. I can show you this chart here where you can see the blue bars being your money that you invest and the gray bars, which is the compound interest, where money works for you. If you compare this to real estate also appreciates because the properties appreciate and you get cash flow that you can reinvest into the debt to get more leverage. So reason number two, the stocks historically go up. Unless you make a huge mistake and you buy a stock and then the company goes bust, your money will always be there to compound. And also historically, between ups and downs and market crashes and busts, the stock market always goes up. So this chart here shows the historical S&P 500 values since 1926 till today. That's the 500 biggest companies. This means that if you invest your money in a fund that mimics the S&P 500, your money will gradually increase in value over time. And compare this to real estate. Well, real estate also appreciates in value, but only at 3 to 4% based on inflation, compared to a 7 to 8% on the markets. Reason number three, invest in stocks since cash loses value. I've said this in other videos. Cash is very useful. Cash is king, and I want you to have cash, but cash is more for emergencies. You have it in place in case something happens. The rest of your money should be invested in something that gives you better returns. Let me give you this example. If you put enough money today to buy a Honda Accord, a brand new Honda Accord, into a checking account, in 30 years, you will be able to buy a bicycle. If you put that same money into a CD, a certificate of deposit, for a brand new Honda Accord, in 30 years, you will be able to buy a used Honda. If you put that same money in the markets, in a fund that mimics the S&P 500, In 30 years, you will be able to buy a brand new Mercedes and have extra money to spare. Please don't invest your money in cars. It's stupid. Top reason number 4, investing in the markets makes you more money than other investments. Let me show you this nice table here where you can see how much $1 in 1926 will be equivalent today in different investments. So $1 in 1926 will be $14 today based on inflation. So that's your base. Treasury bills would have turned that $1 into $21. Government bonds will turn that $1 into $143. Large company stocks into $7,353, and small company stocks into $36,929. So that's why it's so important for you to diversify your investments and put money into different vehicles. And compare this to real estate. Real estate is also a very solid investment because you get the appreciation of the properties, you get cash flow every month, and then you also get the tax benefits, and someone else pays for your mortgage, which is your tenant. And remember, the depreciation is either 27 and a half years or 39, depending on the type of real estate that you buy. Reason number 5, investing in stocks because it's easy. This is the bread and butter of this video. This is the only argument I cannot defend against real estate. You can open a brokerage account with any company of your choice, being Fidelity, Schwab, Vanguard, and just automate your savings into index funds every month. What you need is 1 hour every 3 months, every quarter, to balance your investments. And balancing your portfolio means that if you have, for example, 5% on each investment and one grows to 8 and the other one has 3, you will buy funds from the 8% and reduce it to a 5, and you put them into the ones that have less amount of money.
But Jaime, if I do that every 3 months, I will pay a lot in taxes. I'll be killed because I'm in a state where I pay a lot of taxes and I'm in the highest bracket.
True. If you live in a state where taxes are very high, California, then move to a different state and make sure you consult a professional to know how to eliminate your exposure. And real estate here loses, of course, because it is very hard compared to just automating your account into index funds every month. Reason number 6, stocks are liquid. So liquidity is very important for you if you don't carry an emergency fund in place. Just imagine yourself, you have 100% of your money in the markets and an emergency happens. You need $10,000 right now. What would you do? So
Jaime, you just click, sell, and you get your money in your checking account in 1 or 2 days.
That's true. Because the stocks and everything you buy in the markets is very liquid. Imagine if that happened, you owning only real estate. You will be fried. If you have rental properties, what you should do is you should carry enough cash in an emergency fund that you can go for it in case you need it. Reason number 7, tax-free profits. So a lot of people love stocks because they go up in value, and then their account or their portfolio starts being bigger and compounding. You don't have to pay taxes. You can put those in a pre-tax account. And as long as you don't sell your investments, you have to be taxed for it. And in case you sell them, they get taxed as capital gains if you own them for more than a year. And that's way less than income tax for a job or a side business. So comparing this to real estate, you have to pay taxes on your cash flow. You don't pay taxes on your appreciation. But the good thing is that you can do a 1031 exchange. If you sell a property and you buy another one of the same type, and of course there's some legal things they have to take into account, you defer the taxes and you pay nothing for the selling and buying of real estate. Reason number 8, invest for dividends. Another great thing about the markets is that you can buy stocks that pay dividends every quarter. So they will distribute them to shareholders. The good thing about dividends is that you can keep them in your account, or you can take them out like for income, and they will be only taxed as 15 or 20% depending on your bracket. So that's way less than income tax with a job or a business. And these dividends are usually between 1 and 8%. And most of the people reinvest them into their capital. So you have the appreciation of the stock plus the dividends that you put in, and that's how you get your money compound faster in time. So compare this to real estate. It's the same thing. Real estate has cash flow, which is for life. And if you put that cash flow and you reinvest it into the debt to get more leverage, then you can grow your portfolio of properties. And the taxes that you pay on the cash flow are almost zero because you can depreciate them in 27 and a half years for residential or 39 years for commercial property. Reason number 9, invest for diversification. There are thousands and thousands of stocks, funds, ETFs, bonds, things that you can buy in the market. If you really want to be protected against swings, you should put a little bit of money in a lot of different types of investment. And all this can be done with a click of a button. You don't need to call anyone and tell them, hey, please buy me this, please sell me this. That was the old way. Now you can do everything on your phone. And compared to real estate, I mean, it's easier to diversify in the markets, but you can also be well diversified in real estate. You can go into single families, duplexes, triplexes, and quads on the residential realm. And you can go into office building, retail, strip malls, land, farmland, industry, a lot of different real estate investments on the commercial side. And reason number 10, invest in what you know. So say you work in the oil field or in the medical arena and something big is about to happen. So you can adjust your investments to make more money out of them. I'm not saying that someone from inside a public company is going to give you insider information so you take decisions on your stocks. That's illegal. I'm just saying that if you know that something is about to happen, like right now in the industry, what's about to happen right now? What's coming out that everyone in the world needs, 4 billion people need? You know it. You can put some money there and it will eventually grow faster than a regular investment. And real estate is the same way. If you're good at residential, you should keep in residential or you should keep in commercial. You should just find your niche that you're good at and invest your money in that. But now let me give you the foreigner insight for this video. As a foreigner, you're very limited on the funds that you can buy in the markets. You cannot open an ETF account for index funds unless you're a permanent resident or a citizen of the United States. What you can do is you can buy individual stocks that can pay you dividends based on the S&P 500. But make sure that if you're talking to someone for advice, don't use your friends that pretty much know the same thing that you know. Use someone that is rich, someone that is worth 7 figures investing. That's the advice that you should take if you want to invest your money in the markets. Because what happens is that you end up getting advice of how to lose weight from someone that weighs 300 pounds. It's the same thing. So start small, diversify, learn a certain niche, and put your money to work. And also start looking at real estate as a secondary investment and keep money in cash for emergency. You will always profit from the markets long term, even if it goes up or goes down. And you will get shade from your big, beautiful tree in your backyard. If you like this video, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any one of my weekly videos. And until then, see you next time.